It's the 9th day of March in 2022. It's Wednesday. Today, Morgan, my hospice social worker, came over and I was able to vent. Oh, and it felt bad. It felt like backbiting and being petty and gossiping, and I had to let it out because it's just, here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's the main reason why I'm on this today, right now, this Wednesday, today. A few days ago, I said to God in a prayer, show me what I need to work on. Show me where I'm out of alignment. Show me where I need help. Be careful what you wish for. Because Satan or something has been biting my ass for the last 3 days. I have not felt well physically. That's to be expected. Puff, puff, hospice for end-stage COPD, and yet she still smokes cigarettes and smokes pot. I'm in Michigan. It's legal. I'm 65 years old if I make it to December. So that's cool. Shouldn't be a federal crime, not any of my business anyway. So physically I expect myself to have the ups and downs that I do. But spiritually, I have been so at peace and so able to meet negativity with just a wall of love, which doesn't make sense. Love shouldn't be a wall. Love should be a pool, an inviting body of water, tempting you, telling you, jump in. You'll love it. The water's perfect. Love is perfect. And then we got out of alignment. And I was shown a couple of things about myself that I don't even want to talk about. I don't want to talk about them because they're just so bad. They feel so bad. You know, I mean, everybody's got their flaws. Everybody alive. Everybody who's of human form has got flaws. It's just, I still say, and I have been debated about this, I still say we are born flawed by design. And it gives us the chance to use that free will, which is the greatest gift in all of the universe, the free will to decide for ourselves what path we want to follow. Although, you know, you hear stuff about you've chosen your path before you come down. I don't know. All I know is I came from love, I go back to love. We come from love, we go back to love. And in order to learn the things we need to learn, because I believe that the more we advance and evolve, when we cross over, when we're dead, and our soul is no longer here, but in the other place, we get closer to the light, the more evolved we are as human beings, because of the lessons that we learn. And some people are really great at taking tests. They just fly through them. Some people have that natural intelligence, ability to take a test and just ace it. There are quite a few people like that. I hardly ever meet them, personally, but I do meet them, and there are some in my life. I am not including myself in this elite group of intelligent people. I'm just saying that I can see them. Hi. Hi. And prefer to be around them than the people who live in their baseness. You know what baseness is. Hedonist, is that the word? Glenn told me he was a hedonist. I was like, okay. Bill told me he was a narcissist. I was like, okay. Not having any idea what those things meant. Because had I known, I would have gone, oh, really? Interesting. Nice to meet ya. Have a great day. Bye. Seriously, had I known what those words meant, and those men told me to my face what they were, and then proceeded to teach me what those words meant with their actions. Some people are really good at being able to do so, take a test. They could have heard that and said, oh, like I just said, thank you, nope, not today, or tomorrow, or ever. But me, I learn lessons hard. And I take them to heart. Especially now, when I'm working so hard to get it right, which is kind of silly, isn't it? I mean, Denise, you don't have to try so hard. Why are you trying so hard? I'm learning about intention, how your intention is what is the most important thing. And manipulation has everything to do with intention. I was telling Roxanne, you know, about Bruce and the money thing, and she said, because she brought up what is it called? Meals on Wheels. Because there for a while, Bruce was only eating venison or fish. That's all he would get out of the freezer. And I thought, hey, I've been making your meals for the last 11 years or so, since 2011. I can't make meals anymore. Let's plan meals for us. But every day, venison or fish. What are you going to have, Denise? I don't know, Bruce, because now it's a, you know, you haven't bought any hamburger in a while. We're done with the pork. I'll have peanut butter and jelly. But he is buying cereal and milk now. He's just slow. He's just thoughtless. He just can't think outside of himself unless it's something of significance. And here I am, gossiping and backbiting yet again. What are the good qualities in people? Look for those. Lift those people up that way. Because learning that you're not doing that, learning that there's a part of your personality that enjoys the baseness of feeling better than somebody else, enjoys the ego feed of that, is not pleasant. I'll just say this. I know that in many ways I'm exceptional. I have been told that. I have been shown that. I have felt that. You're not saved from death as an infant, a newborn, and then again many times afterwards by accident, by coincidence. Well, look how lucky she was. Every time she was going to die, something came along and saved her. A doctor, a message. There's something about me. I don't know. I'm pretty tired of it by now. Again, this is a bad day. I don't feel good today. Woke up with Satan up my ass so far I taste sulfur. I'm just mad. I'm just angry at everything. I'm just tired of everything. I'm just worn out from everything. and there's nothing going on. It's all up here. I don't understand why I have to be so fixated. And I know I have to quit smoking. I know I have to quit smoking. I have cut down quite a bit. I promise I have. I am not smoking anywhere near the amount of cigarettes that I have been. Because I know I cannot smoke around Roxanne, and the place we're moving in is non-smoking. Kathy, my friend, says, oh, I had a friend who lived there. Probably was related to Marcy's friend. Anyway, and it's kind of a sketchy, kind of a drug underworld kind of place. Really? Because it don't look like that at all. And somebody else said they had a friend who lived there and it sounded good. So, and I said, well, you know, and I can't smoke there. And Kathy said, people smoke there. Don't worry about it. Okay. But as for Roxanne, I don't want to live much longer. I don't. This karma that's coming back to me, if this is karma, what you've put out will come back and find you eventually and give you a taste of your own medicine. And I feel isolated and alone, and I feel angry that my boys won't come to see me, knowing that I'm going to be moving down to Greenville here, hopefully soon. And then that starts me wondering, what did you do to them, Denise, that they don't want to come and be around you? What did you do to those grandchildren who can drive? There aren't many. I think there's only one. I only have one grandchild who drives. That should not be. Well, it's probably the cost of insurance in Michigan. I'm positive that's what it is, because Michigan is just the worst. I have not had an accident in a vehicle since 1989, 90. And all that was I slipped off the road. That was the last one, I think. The one before that, I did hit a deer. A deer jumped out in front of me in the dark, and I hit a deer. That required sitting in the back seat of a state police car. That was interesting. I liked that. Good girls don't sit back here, so we don't know what you got. Guy laughed, thought it was funny. I have my moments. And then I have the moments when all of a sudden everything that was in my head is gone. I'm all in my head. That's why my grandchildren don't drive. They wouldn't be able to afford to be on their parents' insurance. And in Michigan is just, they should take the extra money that they're collecting for insurance, that, you know, lower their rates to the surrounding states around us. Because everybody goes, my God, how do you afford that in Michigan? Well, you just do without. And then everything extra above that, to where the amounts that they're charging us now, all go to fix the potholes. So why aren't my kids coming to see me? This is why I decide I'm a bad person. Because good people have good people who love them and come around them. Ouch. Death comes with some not so lovely parting gifts. Time to reflect. Time, nothing but time to examine. All I want is a little place of my own where I can smoke myself to death while I pick myself apart. And isn't that a weird thing? So that has been today, Wednesday, the 9th day of March in 2022. Be careful what you wish for. Sincerely.